Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a book haul. I did not do one since I think August, and that was kind of my goal. I was really trying not to buy any books. But do I stick to those? Not really. But I think I got a solid month into my book buying ban before I bought a book. So, honestly, probably a new personal best for me. I have books from my Probably Smut book box subscription, which I don't count that as buying books when I'm on a book buying ban because I kind of have already prepaid in my head. Um, any books that I pre-ordered from like Amazon or Barnes and Noble. I have some special editions that I was sent by a book box company. I have books I got for my birthday. I got books that I bought when I broke my book buying ban. Oops. um my earring and hair are getting all tangled. Um, but yeah, I have like 19, 20, something like that books here for you. So it is definitely a lot. I will try to go as quickly as I can so the video is not like an hour long. But yeah, that is what today's video is. So I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so I'm going to start with my book box subscription first. So that is, again, the Probably Smut book box, which I really, really enjoy because they are always sending out special editions of books that are already out. So sometimes I've read them and then I just get a special edition, which is nice. And then sometimes I haven't read them, but it's still a special edition of these books. And so, I don't know. It's just cool to have a different cover than like most people, even though there's, a ton of people that subscribe to it. But anyways, the first book is Five Brothers by Penelope Douglas. So I can't remember if I showed this in my August book haul because this was the subscription for August, I'm pretty sure. Because I got it right before I left. But in case it isn't, I wanted to put it in. So this was like the book for the month, but then they also did Tri-Six Venom that you could add on with to Five Brothers because one of the girls in here is the sister of the brothers in this book. So they're like in the same universe. And I have read Tri-Six Venom, so I wanted to get it. And then obviously this was already coming as the book for the subscription. To be honest, a little nervous about this book. I don't know how I feel. I'm not usually a wide shoes girl. Not because I don't think that, girl, if you want all of them, have all of them. Like, not that I don't support that. I do. I just usually, when I read, I like kind of having, like, that they pick somebody. But I'm still intrigued. Penelope Douglas is usually a very, like, I either absolutely adored their books or I'm kind of just like, what was that? So, I don't know. I'm definitely intrigued to see what Five Brothers is like. But those are the first books I have for you. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they were the August book subscription. And then I think I have September and October, and I'm still waiting for November's. It has not come in yet. So that'll probably just be in my next book haul. But yeah, those are the books. Girl, we are 3 minutes in and you already can't speak. Those are the first books that I have for you guys. All right, the next book is Lights Out by Nevessa Allen. So this book I know has been very popular, not only just on Book Talk and like BookTube, but also like when I say popular, I mean I saw like a bunch of people post about it when they got it, but then like it immediately blew up and now everyone like wants like all these different copies of it. So you've probably heard of it. If not, well, you're hearing about it now. I know that it's technically a dark romance and it's like he's her stalker. But I've heard that it's also kind of like funny rom-com-y like. So it's not as dark maybe as you would think it would be. I don't know. I'm intrigued, but I'm also a little nervous. Oh, that's a nice quote on the back. It says, "I didn't want him morally gray. I wanted someone with a soul as black as night." Well, girl, you and me both. No, I'm just kidding. And then all the books come signed, so it's signed, and then she actually wrote all the readers a little letter, which they do sometimes, so that was really exciting. And then it comes with the little, like, pages that you put into our reading journal that we get. Like, the first box that you get when you subscribe, you get the journal, and then they just give you the refills each month. And then it comes with annotation guides so that you can annotate the book. And sometimes there's a bookmark on the back of the annotation guide, which there is, and I think this one is funny. And then it comes with a bunch of stickers that relate to the book. Usually there's about 4 of them, but I definitely am excited to read it. I think it'll be an interesting read. I don't know if I'll like it. I would say probably if I end up not liking it, I might just try to sell it because I know that there are people that really like it and would probably want to have a copy of that if they don't already have it. But I don't know. It's not at the top of my list to read, but I do think that it would be fun to read. Like, I don't know. I know that there's a lot of I literally can't speak today. I know that there are a lot of stalker dark romances out there, but I think because this one is supposed to kind of be a little bit less like intense, that maybe it'll be better. I don't know. We'll see. But that was the third book that I had for you guys. All right, so the next book I have is A Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden. So this is the first book in the Sacred Stones trilogy. And basically how they did it was they made this first book, like everyone that was a subscriber that didn't skip for the month got this book. And then you could pay a little extra money if you wanted the whole trilogy, which I looked online to see what the original covers looked like versus these ones, and I decided that I liked these ones better, so I got these so that I just have the complete trilogy. So the second one is A Promise of Peridot? I don't know how to say that word. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know what that word is. And then A Reign of Rose. So I don't know. Have not read a single word of these books. Have no idea what they're about. But they look gorgeous, and you know, I'm always looking for a new romantasy series, which I know it's at least that. And then again, they come with the annotation guide and the tabs that go with them, and this one does have a bookmark on the back, and it says, "I'm not like a regular reader, I'm a cool reader." A Mean Girls reference. And then again, stickers, which this does give me hope that this will be good because there are dragons on the stickers. Y'all know how I feel about dragons. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very curious to see how I feel about the series. I am excited. It is higher up on my list of things to start because I do want to see if I'll like it. I'm a little sad though that we only got a annotation guide for the first book. I kind of wish we could get an annotation guide for all three. But I'll just have to make my own for them because I do plan on annotating like all of the books that I get from this book box since they send them. Any of them that I read, I plan on annotating since they gave them to me. But yeah, that was kind of not necessary, but I just like felt that I needed to explain. But yeah, sorry guys if I seem out of it. I got my COVID and flu shot today, so I am feeling a little out of it, but I wanted to film this so that I could edit it and get it up hopefully before I go into full sick mode, because every time I get my flu shot and COVID booster, I always end up getting sick. But these were the, okay, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, the fourth, fifth, and sixth book of this book haul. God, they're just so pretty looking. Like, I don't know. I just think they're similar to what their regular published like covers look like, but I think these ones are better personally. I don't know. I really like them. So, and then that should be, yeah, those are all the books from my book box currently. Like I said, November has not come yet. That will probably be in my next book haul. So now I will just go with books that I pre-ordered. Okay, so the first book that we have is Hexed by Emily McIntyre. So I know, no one's probably surprised. I have been reading the Never After series for a while now. I have the first 3 books as like the indie published versions before she was picked up by Bloom. But when I ordered this, you can kind of see it has like that reflectiveness on it. The Barnes & Noble exclusive edition was not out, but then they just gave me it with my pre-order, so I will probably eventually buy the non-exclusive edition just because like it'll match the other ones better. But for now, this is what I have. I do really think it's cool, but none of the other ones have it, which makes me a little sad, is it has this like purple on the inside, which I think looks cool, but again, none of the other ones have it. So I'm a little like, they don't match, which, you know, always bothers me, but that's okay. But I pre-ordered this like the second that she announced it, so this has been a long wait. And then I also got, about the same time, the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of The Striker, which I do like this one better because I like the way the black and purple look. So that just means I'll have to pre-order probably all of them to make sure I can get the Barnes & Noble exclusive, because again, I'll want them all to match. But I know this is the first book in her new series, which I can't remember what it is called now. The Gods of the Game series. And I know she's already announced the second book. I think it's called The Defender, if I remember correctly. But I also loved when I unboxed them that they were together, basically, and they're both like these purpley black covers. I don't know, I just really liked that they all kind of vibed together and they all have the like reflectiveness on them. But yeah, these are two books that I pre-ordered a while ago and they came in while I was at school. Next is Redeemed. So this is the fourth book in the Dirty Air series. It's also the last, and now will have the complete car, because the first print runs have these like spines with the car on them. So is that literally the reason that I rebought the series? Yes, because I already have the series. I have the covers that pretty much look the same as this, and the male covers. The Dirty Air series is my favorite series by Lauren Asher. I absolutely love it, so of course I had to get it. But that's really the only reason that I pre-ordered this. I already have it. I've already read it, but I just needed the spines to make the little F1 car because I think that that's really cool. I have one more book that was a pre-order that I have received, and that is the special edition of Icebreaker that I don't know if it's only at Barnes & Noble, but I got it from Barnes & Noble. It is literally so gorgeous. Look, I'm in love with her. I already love all of my editions of Icebreaker that I have, and now I have another. I love it. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I've also pre-ordered the Wildfire version. I like 99.9% sure I did, because you know I'm gonna get all of them. But I love the little like snowflakes, and it like does kind of look like a holiday-y romance, even though girl, she's spicy. Oh, a bonus new chapter. I didn't know that. Perfect. But no, it's just so gorgeous, and this is like what the inside looks like. But yeah, of course I needed it. I know. I have now 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be my 5th edition of Icebreaker. You guys know I love Hannah Grace. She puts out a book, I can't help but buy it, even if I already own 4 other copies of it. This is why I have no room on my bookshelves. I don't care. Whatever. I have no room on her shelf. I don't know where this is going. I really don't know where these books are going, because literally, look. This is my Hannah Grace shelf. Where am I going to put it? There's no room. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Will it even fit on that shelf? Because it's a hardback. Okay, it will. I will figure it out. I will make it work. Let me move that back a bit. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I'm in a bit of a pickle there. But again, that's my pickle to figure out, not yours. But yeah, those are all the books that I have pre-ordered throughout the year that have arrived so far. I'm sure that there'll be more. There always is. I literally always have a pre-order at some point. But yeah. Okay, next we are going to be doing the books that I bought when I broke my book buying ban. Oops. So the first one is this special edition of Caught Up by Liz Tomford. So if you guys don't know, The Right Move and Caught Up are literally both 5 stars. I absolutely love them. You can't really see them because of the way the camera is, but right here is the whole series. I loved this book so much. And when I saw this cover, I died. Look at how cute they look. Like, look, I needed it. There was no way I was not gonna have this. So I had to buy it. I don't think it's signed. Yeah, no, it's not signed, but I don't care. But yeah, this, I had to break. Guys, I had to. I'm sorry. I know. We were going so strong, but I had to. Look at it. I needed it. And of course, I did buy it. I couldn't help myself. Like, someone needs to take my credit card away. And actually, someone did try to take my credit card away because someone somehow found out my credit card number and was using it to try to buy things, so I had to cancel my credit card. That was the most annoying thing on earth, because then I have to change all of my, like, prepaid things and credit card. and I'm still waiting for my new one to come in. It was really annoying. So whoever did that, I don't appreciate it. It was really rude of you. Thank you to my bank for being like, I don't think this was you. And I was like, it wasn't. Please cancel. Yeah, anyways, that does not matter. This is why I broke my book buying ban. Oops, sue me. You know what? We all do it, okay? And then the other reason... Oh. Do you see this? Do you see this gorgeous special edition of Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark? I saw someone selling this on Mercari for like 20 bucks. I was like, oh, you're coming home with me. You are coming home with me. So this one, look at the beautiful inside. It's red. It is signed by her. Look at those strawberries. Oh, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Like, are you kidding me? Absolutely. The pictures are in color. Yeah, I'm absolutely 110% in love with the special edition of Brutal Prince. And if she ends up doing the whole series, I will also want those. So, Sophie Lark, if you're watching, which you're not, but if you are, and you want to send me all of them, / aka please do all of them, I will be so happy and so grateful to purchase them. But yeah, no, I literally was just like, this is so beautiful and I have to have it, since it was so cheap compared to what usually I see for special editions. And there were people selling it on there for like $70, and I was like, I'm not buying yours. I'm gonna buy theirs, who is in perfect condition and selling it for 20 bucks, not 70. Thank you. I will save my $50. But yeah, those are the two books that I bought, honestly, about the same time, to break my book buying ban. But then I kind of was doing well, and I kind of didn't buy any books. Until, I am actually an influencer for a book box company, which if you follow my Instagram, I'm sure you will know which one it is because I post about it all the time. And that is the Cover to Cover book box. I really, really like the stuff that they put out. Some of it is a bit expensive, I will admit. And so I don't always buy every book that they put out just for that reason. But they were having a sale. They had like, I guess, like extra stock of some books. And usually they're like $35 to $39.99. And they had all of them on sale for like $9.99. So I was like, oh, I need to get my hands on some of these. So again, these are all special editions of books that are already out. So the first one that I bought was called Teach Me to Sin by Riley Nash. So this is actually the 4th book in a series. It's the last book in that series. But it sounded really interesting to me. I'm pretty sure it's an MMM romance, if I remember correctly. I don't know. Just the cover was really pretty, the sprayed edges were really pretty, and it sounded interesting. Again, if I don't like it, I'll just sell it like that, or I'll gift it to someone who I think will like it. I have some book people I know who would probably at least find it interesting, whether they'd want to keep it or not, I don't know. But this is the first book that I bought. And then I bought this book called Golden Wings and Pretty Things by Kalia, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce her first name, King, and I thought that this book was also very interesting. I know that this one, it's not really like a series, like you have to read all of them, but like they're all kind of set in the same universe is what I've gathered, and this is like the first one if you're going to read them in order. But again, I thought the cover was really pretty and interesting, and the plot, again, sounded interesting. So I got it. Again, they were $10. Literally, I bought 3 of them for like the price of 1. That was a slave for me. And then I also bought Until the Last Breath by Shanora Williams. Again, cover, beautiful. Plotline, sounded interesting. Added it to cart. And then I come home and I had a package from Cover to Cover Book Box that they sent me that I did not order. And I was like, oh, cool, they sent me something. Sometimes they'll send you swag and stuff if you're promoting their stuff, like whatever. Do these books look familiar to you guys? I literally opened it, and when I saw that they were in the like book sleeves that they put them in, I was like, oh no, They sent me books. Please don't be the ones I already have. Of course they were. Of course they were. So, I'm keeping the ones that they sent me, which are the ones I showed you. These are the ones I bought. I will be selling the ones I bought because I don't need 2 copies of them. So if you guys want to buy either of these special edition books, you guys can go to my Mercari. The link will be in the description below. If when you go there you don't see these listed, they've either sold, or you might be able to see it this way too. My page might be like on vacation or paused at the moment, because when I'm at school I don't have my listings active, because I don't want someone to buy something and me be like, well, I'm not gonna be home for 3 months, so you're just gonna have to wait. Like, no. So they are currently active while I'm home, but when I go back to school they will be inactive. But generally they should be mostly active because I'll only be at school for another like 2 weeks before I come back. But yeah, I thought that was just really funny. And don't get me wrong, I am super grateful that they sent me those books. If I hadn't have bought them, that would have been literally like, holy crap, I just got 2 free books. Like, I did get 2 free books. It just sucks that I technically had already paid for them. That's why I'm trying to sell them, so I can kind of get my money back. But yeah, I'm super grateful to them for sending me those. And literally, like, I don't know where it is currently. I think I put them away. And I'm not going to show them on YouTube because some of them are too explicit to show on YouTube, but they did send me character art, and I wish I knew what books they were from, because they just literally sent me 3 different character arts, but nothing about what books they're from. And some of them are quite spicy. I was like, oh, well, you're not going on my shelf, because if these end up in a YouTube video, I will get demonetized. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm very grateful to them. They are always posting about all the books that they are trying to promote. I love promoting their books. They always do a great job with the covers. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really ever have anything to complain about them. I know some people complain about certain book boxes and pricing and blah, 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 blah. And I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I look at the pricing and I'm like, whew, I don't want to pay that. But I feel like, unfortunately, we live in our very book populated world right now, and so special editions are usually very much upcharged than just the normal book. But you definitely can find some special editions from book box companies that are not super expensive. And I think that generally, like, when they are just kind of selling them straight up, like on their website like this, that like 40 bucks for a special edition, it's still a lot, don't get me wrong, but I feel like compared to some of the special editions I have spent money on, that's not bad. So I would definitely check them out if you are interested in them. I know that they are in, I think it's starting in January, they are doing a new book box subscription. I think they used to do and took it away, and I think they're now bringing it back. So if you're interested in looking for a new book box, you might want to check that out. All of their information is on a post on their Instagram. It would be one of their top posts because they literally just talked about it a few days ago. So yeah, you guys should go check them out. Okay, guys, we have 4 more books. We are getting there. So these are the books that I got for my birthday. So the first one is My Heart and Other Black Holes by Jasmine Wonga. Is that how you pronounce her last name? Or Warga? I'm not exactly sure. It's in cursive, and I'm gonna be honest with you all. Me, not great with cursive. This is a very sad book. I can tell you that literally by reading the back and what the plot is. I know it's gonna be sad if it's well written. But you know me, I love a good sad book. So I was very intrigued when I saw the book and when I read the plot. I was like, oh, like, interesting. Like, literally the first word says 16-year-old physics nerd, see, we're in cursive, whatever her name is obsessed with plotting her own death. I was like, oh, that's intriguing. Why? And then goes on to explain, like, oh, blah, 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 about, like, what will happen. I don't want to, like, give too much away, A, to myself, and B, to you guys, because I like to honestly go into books without knowing a whole lot. But yeah, this is the first book that I got for my birthday. And then I also got Black Ties and White Lies by Kate Singleton, because I have heard literally nothing but good things about this book, but mainly this series by her. And I was responsible for once. I only asked for the first book because I wanted to make sure I liked it before I got the whole series. So I will wait while you all applaud me for actually finally being responsible for something. I know, it's crazy. But yeah, I want to try the series out. I think that it sounds interesting. I've read so many like billionaire romances, whatever he is. And yeah, I don't know. I also just like the cover because usually like men on the cover isn't like a great thing, but I like that it's like not him being shirtless. Like it's giving, you know, I'm a boss. I work, I own a company, and I'm probably gonna be grumpy and all of that. So I like what it's giving me. Okay, so our final two books I got from Barnes & Noble for my birthday. So I picked these out because I get a $5 or 5%. I think it's $5 off my purchase for my birthday. And then since I'm a member, I already naturally get 10% off. So the first book that I picked up was Hello. Look at this. This is a special edition, collector's edition, whatever, of If He Had Been With Me. And you guys know I did not like the second book. The second book, I was like, what was this? This was not needed. However, the first book I loved. So I of course needed this. And I mean, literally it is just like gorgeous. And I need to show you the one thing. Oh wait, no, it's right here. Come back. Guys. Oh, literally it was just too gorgeous not to get. And then I went to a dangerous section. You never go to this section in the bookstore because you're always going to want to buy but never can buy because they're usually too expensive. And that would be the classics section. I love to look at all the classics, see how they all have these amazing different pretty covers and editions and whatever. But I never buy them. Except for apparently when I was in London and I couldn't leave the Wuthering Heights, which you can't see, but it's on the shelf over here. But that book was just too pretty. And technically I wasn't paying, so I got it. But then I found this. Do you guys see this textbook of the Jane Austen novels? Yeah, it is the complete novels of Jane Austen. AKA Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, Mansfield Park, Emma, Northanger Abbey, and Persuasion. All in one. It's giving Bible. Like, guys, literally is giving me Bible. So I was like, oh, I want this. Like, look at how gorgeous. But then I was also like, but this is probably like $75. I can't get this. $24.99. $24.99? What? You're lying. This can't be true. I'm like, we are gonna go up to the register. They're gonna ring this up, and it is not gonna be $24.99. Girl, they rang it up, and with all the discounts, it was like $20. What? This for $20? I felt like it's a scam. I really felt like I was scamming them, but I wasn't. Like, come on. Like, it is just gorgeous. I can't. Low-key, it felt like if I would have gone to like half-price books, like this would have been like one of those like finds. You would have been like, oh my god, $25 for this? Like, oh, that's a score. Literally what it felt like. And it gives off the like used vibe, but it's not. But it's gorgeous, and I absolutely 100% am just like, holy crap, it's just gorgeous. Will I ever read all of these books? Probably not. I'm gonna be honest with you, probably not. I want to read Pride and Prejudice for sure. Everything after that will depend on my capability. Same thing with Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. I literally do not know if I will ever be able to read it. I want to try, but I feel like if I get to a point where I'm like, I just can't, I definitely want to read like some different like book summary and things like that so I can kind of get the gist of it. But I've also watched like a bajillion different movie adaptations of these books, so like I know what happens, but obviously like I still want to read it. But yeah, I was literally like, how? This was more expensive. This? How is that possible? I mean, not that much more. It's only $25.99, but still. I don't know. It was crazy. I felt like I was stealing. It felt wrong. I was like, this can't be right. But apparently it was. I don't know. It was crazy to me. But yeah, those are the books that I bought from Barnes & Noble for my birthday. Okay guys, so those are the books that I had for you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, like, same thing, whatever. If you guys, no, never mind, I'm gonna say that for a later date, never mind. I hope that you are all doing great. I hope that you guys are either on fall break or will be on fall break soon when you're watching this, or maybe when you're watching this, maybe you'll almost be on winter break, because it doesn't necessarily mean that you're watching it right at the second I post it. But yeah, I hope that you all are doing great, and I hope school is going well, / we're just happy it's getting closer to the end of the semester. But yeah, I will see you guys for my next video, which, let's see, honestly will probably be a December TBR, which can't believe that we're gonna be doing our last TBR of 2024. That's low-key insane. But also, like, I'm ready for the year to be over. It's been a long year. So, yeah, I would say look out for that. That will likely be what the next video will be. And then after that, obviously, will be the reading wrap-up. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's book haul, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!